and welcome to another episode of Lexx Education. But is it another episode, or is it the culmination of everything we've been working for? It's the latter. I'm your host, Laura Lexx. For the past 2 years, I have been learning science with my younger brother, Ron. Hi, Ron.
Hello, I'm Ron.
And this week, we finally sit an exam. Dun, dun, dun!
Is biology exam going out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, we haven't recorded anything else. So...
Do I need to edit that? Are you editing that?
No,
one?
I do.
I'm doing chemistry and physics.
Yeah, why are you doing both of those?
You asked me to record them both, yeah.
Oh, that's worked out really well for me. Yeah, I think that's fair. I do all the Patreon stuff, so we'll call that fair. It's biology exam, Ron. Now, weirdly, at this point that it's going out, one, it's not edited yet, so you and I haven't had a chance to listen to it because we had the week from hell last week recording all 3 exams on 3 consecutive days. By 6 weeks' time, when you guys sit down to physics, you will... what you should do really is when we put the physics one out, listen to them all back to back so you can really see what we went through over 3 days.
Yeah. But also do listen to them as they come out as well. We can't take that drop in listener stats for 5 weeks.
No, we can't. No, listen to them twice, please. But so not only have we not listened to this, we haven't done the results episode yet, so I don't know how I've done.
Oh, Christ, I gotta mark that.
Yeah. So we're planning, we're going to do all 6 of the exam episodes, and then we will have 1 or 2 results episodes, depending on how long the results, possibly 3, depending on how long the results take to go through.
And then 6 to 9 more exam episodes.
Yes, because didn't we agree, though, that we'd only do higher tier if I got over 75% on the exam?
I don't think so.
I thought we agreed that, and shook hands on it firmly in front of a lawyer.
I'd never touch your moist hooves, so we definitely haven't shaken on it.
Are you sure? It feels like, why would we... Ron, do you not recall what the physics exam was like? Why do you want to do that but worse? I will buy you a bigger trifle. Oops, spoilers, there's trifle.
I won't eat it. That made me feel really sad.
Yeah, you did get really sad. I was sad because of science and you were sad because of trifle. But anyway, that's weeks away. It's biology this week.
The exams were quite trifling.
Oh, I like it. Don't trifle with me, Ron.
It's the triflecta of exams.
I love it, yeah. Did he score? No, it wasn't a try. Fell on the floor. But the ball didn't touch the floor. Is that anything?
I don't even get what you were trying to
Rugby,
do.
Rugby, a try.
Right.
And fell.
Oh.
It's not strong.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. How are you, Ron? What have you been up to?
I've just been working on...
You had a bank holiday yesterday. How can you possibly be moaning that you've been working a lot?
It's just it was a long day.
You're coming back to see me again next week?
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Getting a reunion with girlfriend of the podcast?
I mean, not me. I already had that.
I just snapped one of my laptop keys. No, I can't do square brackets. I never fixed all that bruising on the screen either, Ron. It's really broken. Anyway, please join the Patreon so that I can get a laptop that works. Listen, if you're listening to this and you've listened to all the episodes, you fucking love us, you stupid shit. You fucking love us. And all it is £3 a month. You can afford that, probably.
Pay us, yeah.
Pay us £3 a month, you dweebs. All of you. Every single one of you listening owes us £3.
That's
We're going to send
6
a bailiff
episodes of content each month if you pay the 3.
Yeah.
That's 50p per episode. Is actually really good value. If you were to go to, and that's 50p per half hour. If you were to go to the cinema, you'd pay £13 for a ticket. Let's say it's a 3-hour film, £13 for a ticket, and then at least £7 on snacks. That's £6.66 per half hour. No, £3.33 per half hour. We're not even asking for like half that much. We're asking for like a sixth that much, guys.
Yeah. Or think of it this way. Listen to us instead of going to the cinema and think how many more snacks you can have.
You don't even have to have snacks. Like, the cinema's bad, so you have to snack while you're there. You don't have to snack while you listen to our podcast. You can just, like, be.
You should snack. No, don't snack.
No, we snack during the podcast, so you don't have to.
Yeah, you can have a soundscape of snacking. Anyway, you also get access to the Discord, which is the nicest place on the internet. It's just lovely there. And we do videos for some of the Patreon stuff when the technology works. And just fucking support us, all right? We're really nice people who work hard. We deserve it.
It's really draining sometimes.
Yeah, like when Ron and I have to be friends. Okay, go listen to the exam. See you on the other side. Hello, and welcome to... What are you doing?
I'm playing Magic on my phone, but this is going on for a while.
No. This is the exact... This is everything we've been working for.
It's not like I started this thinking, oh, great, like, this is happening now.
Why didn't you say, hang on a minute, don't start the episode?
Because I'm on game 1 out of best of 3. Alright, fine, I'll concede. It's not ranked.
Fucking hell.
Hadn't pulled any green mana anyway. It was a green and black deck. Was doing quite well though. Their deck sucked.
Ron, I wanted this episode to have a bit of gravitas to it. It's the fucking exam. It's the first exam. And this is not how... Right, we're going to have to do a proper intro now. We were just debating, are we going to need to do an intro or not? And now, yes, I believe we are.
So you crack a glass of wine.
Oh, which is fucking frozen. Left it in for too long. That'll be the water that's frozen, not the alcohol, won't it, Ron?
Concede.
I concede the podcast.
No, I've conceded my game.
Okay.
Are you happy?
Yeah, and I think the listeners are too.
I didn't plan that.
No, but you could have said, hang on a minute.
That could have been a longie. It was a longie. I didn't have any green mana.
Ron, that's not an indicator that therefore we shouldn't have delayed. That just means more of the episode would have had you half paying attention.
You're the one doing the exam.
Yeah, but you've got to banter with me.
You could have bantered with me about that. We should do that Magic the Gathering episode we keep talking about.
Yeah, we should do loads of stuff. But in order for us to do that, people should become patrons.
Yeah, we're doing fucking Bean and Buoyancy. Why?
Because I'm in charge of the spreader.
Yeah.
My wine's really frozen.
Yeah, I think it's good that it's limiting the rate that you're drinking it.
But wait a minute. Isn't this all the alcohol and that will be all the water in there? What will have frozen in my wine?
I think there'll be water and alcohol in there. It's only 12.5%.
I didn't even think I left it in that long. Ron's making me do higher tier.
No, we're doing foundation.
Good. I think mainly foundation stuff is what you've taught me.
I've only missed out some higher tier stuff if it would have made you sad or would have frustrated you.
Well, I did some BBC Bite-Size revision earlier and I didn't know many of the answers.
Yeah, but like, for example, that vectors thing you brought up, we have covered that.
No!
Yes, vectors are a way. Vectors is a way of just getting a pathogen into something. We talked about that.
Didn't. Vectors was...
You just need to be able to apply knowledge that you learn about one thing to another thing.
No.
Yeah, so when you learn that something can be a vector, like a mosquito is a vector...
No, because you didn't say a mosquito was a vector.
I did. We've talked about this.
No.
Yes, we have.
Wait,
So
are
you
we
need
doing
to-
physics? I thought we were doing biology.
Why would we be doing biology?
Because we always start with biology.
You said something about... Right, hang on, let me find all the other things that we need.
I thought we
were doing physics right now.
I thought we would do them in the order that we've learned them in.
Yeah, we will. Probably now.
So this is the third exam.
No, we'll do biology. Hang on.
God. We have gone backwards in 2 years. I'm going to carry on with this revision.
Bloody hell.
Respiration releases energy for cells to complete life processes. State the product. See, anybody that was like, I wonder what format they're going to use for the exam. Same format we use every episode, Slinky. nonsense.
Slinky.
What's he called? Pinky.
Slinky and the Prince.
State the product or products. Hey, that's my tour title. Of anaerobic respiration. Produces. It's your phone. Respiration releases energy for cells to complete life process. State the product.
Right, you got the papers now.
Okay. Good, because I don't know the answer to that.
Good reading, though.
Okay. Okay. Oh, you've sent me the mark scheme.
No, don't look at that. Fuck.
Emboldening.
Don't look at the mark scheme, please.
Why? You sent it to me.
Yeah, but obviously I meant to send you the... Alright, okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, so just the exam.
Yeah. Well, keep the... You might... No, you won't need formulas for this. You'll be fine. Okay, Laura. Question 1. You ready?
Yes.
Question 1. Plants are made of cells. Do you want your notebook? You can write it down. You want some paper?
Do I need any?
Well, I'm going to record your answers for marking, but you might want to, No, you'll just riff it. Okay, great. Plants are made of cells, tissues, and organs.
Yes.
Which part of a plant is the largest? A guard cell, a leaf, or a root hair?
A leaf. This feels too easy.
Final answer?
Yeah, isn't it? Oops. I don't like not knowing the answers right now.
You'll find out in a later episode.
Can I know now? We could edit that out for the listeners.
No.
A leaf, surely. Because a guard cell is in a leaf. They're the ones that go around the stigmatas. And a root hair would be on a root. So, the little bum holes.
Yeah, no, stigmatas is what Jesus had.
He had little bum holes.
On his leaves.
Do you think that's why they're called stomata? Stigmatas?
And probably both comes from the Latin, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I think it's got to be a leaf. I think they're easing us in.
All right.
Is it a leaf, Ron? Just tell me that one.
I have recorded your answer.
Ron, but just give me that one to give me some confidence going in. Like an invigilator just raising an eyebrow, like, oh, well done.
That never happens.
It does.
Students investigated the effect of concentration of salt solution on the mass of pieces of potato. This is the method used. 1. Cut 2 pieces of potato to the same size. 2. Record the mass of each piece of potato. 3. Place 1 piece of potato... You put the picture in your pack! Place 1 piece of potato into a beaker containing a dilute salt solution. 4. Place the other piece of potato into a beaker containing a concentrated... did I just read that? No. Containing a concentrated salt solution. 5. After 20 minutes, remove each piece of potato from its solution. 6. Record the change in mass of each piece of potato. 7. Repeat steps 1 to 6 2 more times. And table 1 shows the results. Laura, describe the results to the listener, please.
Okay, so we've got table 1 here. In the furthest left column, we've got solution, and then underneath that, we've got the dilute salt solution and the concentrated salt solution. And then across the top, we've got the change in mass of piece of potato in grams. And then test 1, test 2, test 3, mean. In the dilute salt solution, the result of test 1 was 1.1, test 2 1.1, test 3 1.4. So I'm assuming that means it's gone up by 1.1 and 1.4 grams. The mean, it just has an X. Okay. Concentrated salt solution is minus 7.2, minus 6.8, and minus 32.4. The fuck happened in test 3? And the mean is minus 7.
Okay, so the first thing that you need to do, Laura, is calculate what the mean value X is in table 1.
Okay, so I believe to do that from mean average, mode is the most one. So if it was a modal average, it'd be 1.1. Median is the middle of them. Mean is add them all up and divide them. So if we add all of those up, we get 3.6. So then divide them by 3 is 1.2.
Final answer?
Correct.
Final answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't like the final answer bit. Because
you always just take the first thing you say. That's fucking dicey territory for you,
No,
my
but
friend.
historically, when you said, are you sure? It's always meant, you're wrong. Try again.
But are you sure?
No, but I'm confident.
It's blustery.
It is blustery today. I
Laura.
was thinking about a joke about that, but it's so niche, but I can't get the joke out my head because there's nothing I can do with it.
Is it about Bluster Booth or...
No. You know the winds that pick up in the afternoon? They're called katabatic winds.
Sure.
And it's where...
I don't think that is what katabatic winds. Katabatic winds is about it like coming off the land or something.
Yeah, that's this because we live by the sea, so that's
Right.
where the land's got hot.
It's
and
not about the afternoon.
No, but it tends to happen in the afternoon
of the
because
sun,
that's when
yeah.
the winds got hot, the land's got hot, and that's how it's in. So I was thinking of a joke of your nickname being katabatic because you blow in the afternoon.
Yeah, there's something there.
Yeah, but you'd really have to know a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But it just, yeah.
Anyway, there is an anomalous result for the concentrated salt solution in Table 1. Draw a ring around the anomalous result, Laura.
Well, I'd say it's the minus 32.4 because it's the one that made me say WTF when I was reading them out. So I'm going to go with my gut. 32.4 is... Maybe it was a slightly larger piece of potato in Test 3 because Test 3 in the first bit did get 1.4, but 32.4 seems wild.
What did the students... Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, be done. What did the students do with the anomalous result when calculating the mean in Table 1?
Oh my god, they fucked it off. Yeah, because the mean is 7, so that... They just didn't use that. That's not okay. Oh, you know, actually, maybe you're meant to. Do you plot them all in a graph and get rid of the anomalous ones and then use the ones that follow the line?
The question is, what did the students do with the anomalous results when calculating the mean in Table 1?
They ignored it. Look at my picture of a dog that you got me.
Yeah, good Mackie energy.
Yeah.
So they ignored it. That's what you want?
What did the students do with the anomalous result when calculating the mean in Table 1? Yeah, they ignored it when they were calculating them. Yes, I'm happy with they ignored it.
Okay.
Ron, should I say something else? Please tell me because I'm right, aren't I? Ron!
This is an exam.
No, I know, but come on.
You're happy with they ignored it?
Okay, no, because this is a third, it's like a St. Peter thing. Okay, they did not use it to calculate the mean. They excluded it from the calculation. That's what I want to say. They excluded the anomalous result from the calculation and only used the non-anomalous ones. That's too much. Okay, just they excluded it from the calculation run.
They excluded the anomalous result from the calculation.
Yes, please, Ron.
You happy with that?
Yes, I am.
See how they ignored it could mean that they didn't care that it was an anomalous result.
Oh, yeah.
So that's quite ambiguous language.
Yeah.
Whereas what you've done now has made it very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What name is given to a variable that is kept the same during an investigation?
Control variable, Ron. 100% on that one.
Final answer?
Final answer.
One variable the students kept the same during the investigation was the size of the pieces of potato. Which other variable do students keep the same?
The options here are change in mass of pieces of potatoes, concentration of salt solution, and time in the salt solution. No, the other control is the time in the salt solution.
Final answer?
Lock it in. It's the final answer.
The pieces of potato... Don't shout into a can. The pieces of potato in the concentrated salt solution decreased in mass. Complete the sentence. Choose the answer from the box. Water moved out of the potato by the process of...
It says excretion, osmosis, or respiration. Osmosis is water transferring across a membrane. So I think water... What was the question? Water moved out of the potato by the process of... It's not excretion, is it? I'm going to say osmosis, Ron.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
It didn't poop it out.
Okay.
Oh no, it pooped it out.
Question number 8. Mm-hmm. The potato cells have a partially permeable membrane.
Pieces of potato have a partially permeable membrane.
Which particles can pass through a partially permeable membrane?
Who wrote this, Digger? Which particles can pass through a partially permeable membrane? The options are no particles, some particles, and all particles. I'm going to say some particles.
See, this is why I wanted to do higher tier.
Why? I don't think I've got these all right. Have I?
Did you? Oh no, because this question is...
What does partially mean?
Yes.
I'm fine with that. Shut up, Ron.
So you said some particles?
I did.
Final answer?
Oh, my wine has thawed.
Maybe you did just drink lots of alcohol.
I'm very smart when I'm drunk.
Question number 9. How could the students improve their investigation?
Sack it off. Boil the pieces of potato at the start. Leave the skin on some pieces of potato. Use more concentrations of salt solution. See, I think they've made this question quite vague here, because improve is a vague word. I think if I take improve to mean tell us more about the excretion or osmosis rate of the potato.
What was the purpose of the experiment?
I have no idea. Did you tell me?
It does say.
Okay, hang on.
Sometimes you have to read the question.
I listened to it. Investigated the effect of concentration of salt solution. Therefore, Ron, I'm going to choose use more concentrations of salt solution.
That's the last help you're going to get.
What? Why?
Because this is an exam.
Yeah? I still think you should be reading the questions marching up and down the room like an invigilator.
We didn't get any sweets for me,
Oh, we didn't film any of this. We're bad at podcasting. We're real bad at podcasting. Sorry, listeners, but hey, it is what it is at this point.
All right, Laura, you ready for question 2?
Somebody texted me for advice on podcasting today. It took all my effort not to just laugh in a voice note back. I've now been at the helm of 2, frankly, very unsuccessful podcasts. You don't want my advice. Okay.
Cult followings, though, but like more Waco, Texas.
Yeah! I seriously think that we could take all of our patrons and go and live in a commune and have a genuinely delightful life.
Oh, yeah. We've picked a good bunch. They're
We
just
didn't
not
pick
lucrative.
them, Ron. Yeah, but I think that's because we haven't asked for much money.
Yeah, for some reason we lowballed and then just complained about it.
No, you're the one that complains. I want there to be thousands of low ballers. No, there aren't. But now I can't fleece the people who are in.
No, we just need to like bump up, have a second tier that we...
But people can choose to do that anyway.
Yeah, but if like there just needs to be token gestures.
But you never do those token gestures. What the tier would be is, please pay us £5 a month instead of 3, and one time Ron will do a gesture, and then we'll never do it again.
I've kept the register up. It's dropped off recently, sure. But we've done hundreds of registers.
I think hundreds is...
Over 100.
I don't think we have done over 100.
I think we've done over 100.
I don't think we have. Because I think this is episode 116.
Yes.
And there's definitely been more than 16 episodes that didn't have one.
Yeah, but sometimes we do like 3 registers per...
No, you can't count each name as its own register.
Well, then it's hard to expect me to have done hundreds of anything on this podcast.
Yeah, I just want you to have done multiples of anything.
I've done loads of registers.
You've done some registers.
I've done loads. Anyway, question number 2.
Yes.
Viruses cause disease. 2.1. What name is given to microorganisms that cause disease?
Pathogens, predators, or producers. Well, I've worked with some pretty shitty producers that have made me sick. See? Get on that casting couch. But sexual predation aside, pathogens, Ron. Sort of sounds like an Irishman, doesn't it? Pat Hogan. Put that down in the Patreon ideas. Rusty Sugar and Pat Hogan go on an adventure. Yeah, final answer, pathogens.
The body has defences to stop viruses entering. Draw one line from each defence to the part of the body that provides that defence.
Okay,
what are we looking at, Laura?
The defences are a physical barrier that stops viruses entering and mucus that traps viruses. And the part of the body that provides the defence, brain, heart, nose, skin. So the physical barrier, Ron, is skin, and the mucus is in my brain, but most people's noses. So we're going to go mucus to nose.
Final answer?
Yes, I'm on a roll now. I'm feeling confident. Do not write outside the box.
Some viruses can cause tumours to develop.
Develops.
Some viruses can cause tumours to develop. Complete the sentence. A tumour can form when changes to cells cause uncontrolled cell...
Digestion, division, or metabolism. It's division, Ron, because that is how a cell, it divides and then turns into another one, and it's like grows a big thing. Division.
Final answer?
Let's chance to cell division. Yes.
Don't you dare ever bring up Scouting for Girls on this podcast again.
Do you hate Scouting for Girls?
Yes.
Why?
I just think it's really joyless.
I don't know if I know another Scouting for Girls song.
And I wish I was James Bond, just for the day, kissing all the girls, blow the bad guys away. I have a license. That's awful.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I feel very, very strongly about two bands. One of them being Scouting for Girls, the other one being the Pet Shop Boys.
Oh. Pet Shop Boys. What's their music?
It's kind of just sounds like
West End Boys. That's Pet Shop Boys.
yeah, it
isn't
sounds like just two men sighing into a keyboard.
Yeah. Delish.
Malignant tumours are cancers, Laura.
Oh.
Yeah. Malignant tumours are cancers. Which two sentences describe malignant tumours?
Malignant tumours are only found in the reproductive system. That's not true. Malignant tumours contain digestive enzymes. I do not know that. Malignant tumours do not change in size. I don't think that's true. It's benign ones that are not scary. Malignant tumours have cells that can spread to other parts of the body. I reckon that's true. Malignant tumours may form secondary tumours. I'm going to go with the last two, Ron. Secondary tumours and cells that can spread.
Final answer?
Yeah, it could be that digestive enzymes thing, but I doubt it.
Question the next. HPV is a virus that can cause one type of cancer in females. In the UK, since 2008, most 12 to 13-year-old females have been vaccinated.
Oh, there's something really icky about hearing you say females.
Yeah, it's grim.
Yeah, it's got real internet vibes,
Gals.
hasn't it?
In the UK, since
Ladies.
2008, most 12 to 13-year-old tarts have been vaccinated against HPV. Scientists investigated the percentage of 16 to 18-year-old tarts with HPV.
Uh-oh. Okay, so then we've got a table 2. If you were at a wedding, you'd be chuffed to be on it. We've got the years going down the side, 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016. And then on the right, we've got percentage of 16 to 18-year-old girls with HPV. And we've got 8.2 in 2010, 3.2 in 2012, 2.0 in 2014, and 1.6 in 2016.
What does Table 2 show about the percentage of females with HPV from 2010 to 2016?
Okay, and there is only one mark available for this, so I think we can play it safe and say the percentage of 16 to 18-year-old females with HPV has decreased.
Sorry, hang on, I should have been writing this down.
Yeah, stop cleaning your fucking water bottle.
Oh, look, there was like black mould in it, and I need to drink water while we do this podcast, so it was actually for health and safety.
Just drink it out of a cup.
I like my bottle.
Yeah, because it's mouldy, and you're getting the black mould spores in your brain. You're going to start hating trans people soon. Have you not seen this theory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Are you ready? Can I... Because now my...
Tell me to stop. I stop.
You haven't
What do you want?
stopped.
I was putting it back, so I stopped now.
But that's not stopped, though, is it? It's continuing. You could have just put it all down and jumped back into the job you were doing.
Shut up.
You're a silly bitch.
The rate...
The percentage of 16 to 18-year-old females with HPV has decreased significantly. Yeah, I'm throwing it in there, Ron. I'm not afraid to be bold.
I'm not afraid to editorialise in your GCSE.
From 2010 to 2016, the table shows a decrease every year. That was measured. Boom.
Final answer?
Yeah.
What are you doing now?
Oh, well, Charlotte's got norovirus.
What's... Right, so you shouldn't be fucking talking to her, because we're learning about viruses right now.
Yeah, she doesn't know why she's got it. She's just not well. And listen, we're husbandless this week, so we got to help each other out with our babies.
But the baby doesn't have it.
No, but how do you solo parent and go back to work when you've got norovirus?
Don't go back to work. Call in sick.
Yeah, but she was probably already at work when she found out she had it. And it's really hard to have a baby when you're puking and pooping all the time.
It's 7:15. She wouldn't have been at work right now.
Yeah, but so she's alone with a baby.
Yeah, you're alone with a baby. Me, wow. Let's do this podcast. Come on. Suggest the reason for the change you described in question 02.5, Laura.
Well, this is
To
stupid.
remind you, what you said was the percentage of 16 to 18-year-old females with HPV has decreased significantly from 2010 to 2016. The table shows a decrease every year that was measured.
So, the reason for the change is that... So, from 2012 onwards, the 16 to 18-year-olds being assessed for HPV virus... No, from 2012 onwards... The 16 to 18-year-olds with from 2012 onwards. Imagine I've been crossing this out. Okay, so from 2012 onwards, 16 to 18-year-old females would have been vaccinated, and as the years progress, more and more of those 16 to 18-year-olds are vaccinated. So the unvaccinated females are aging out of the test.
Okay. Final answer.
That doesn't feel good.
HPV vaccine contains an inactive form of the virus. The inactive form of the virus is injected into the body. 2.7. Which part of the blood responds to the inactive virus?
White blood cells.
Final answer?
Yes. I picture them like Crusader Knights.
For a bonus mark, what year did the album White Blood Cells by the White Stripes come out?
2016.
Yeah, that's really wrong. I think they broke up in like 2008.
And then did that Reversal album in 2016.
What is produced in the body in response to the inactive virus?
Antibodies.
Final answer?
Yeah, they can hold 10 times their body weight. Oh my god, Ron, I saw an ant's nest this morning, and the eggs of the ants were like the same size as the ants themselves.
Okay.
was crazy.
Why?
What was why?
Why?
Why is that mad?
Yeah, why?
That their eggs are the same size as their adult ones?
Yeah.
Does that not seem crazy to you?
Are you expecting like a small baby ant to hatch out of that and then grow into an adult ant?
Yeah, do they not?
They have a larval form. Not like how caterpillars turn into butterflies.
Oh, so those were full ants in a larval?
No, it's like a little maggot thing. Like a baby
Oh,
ant.
they're not eggs.
No, those are eggs. The eggs hatch into like little grubs. The grubs, I think. Am I going mad?
I don't know. Baby ants do not exist. Look at these, Ron, look. They don't look like grubs.
No, I think those are eggs, but...
They've got grubs in them.
Yeah, I think they've got grubs in them, and then the grubs turn into ants.
Oh.
Yeah. When the eggs hatch, they become helpless larvae that are grub-like and and then they undergo metamorphosis like a butterfly does.
No, okay. I didn't know that.
Suggest 2.91.
Okay, we're back.
Suggest one reason why some parents refuse to allow their children to have the HPV vaccine. Do not refer to the pain of the injection in your answer.
Some parents believe vaccines contain chips about 5G. I think with HPV though, aren't there some parents that think you can only get it like because it's vag related, it's sex related. So they don't want their children to have it because their children are not sexually active. I have put 2 reasons now.
Some parents believe vaccines contain chips about
Cut that bit.
Just let me read
Cut
this.
that bit.
Let me read this
Cut the
back.
chips and 5G bit, because that's COVID.
Some parents believe vaccines contain chips about 5G in them.
Cut that bit, right?
I think with HPV, though, I think there are some parents that think it's because it's vag-related, it's sex-related. So they don't want them to have it because they don't want their children to become sexually active.
Okay, can you cut all of it until they don't want them to have it? Because just use that last bit, okay?
So they don't want them to have it because they don't want their children to become sexually active. That's all you want in there.
And they don't believe the vaccine is necessary unless you are sexually active.
They don't want them to have it because they don't want their children to become sexually active, and they don't believe the vaccine is necessary unless you are sexually active. You happy with that?
No. Can you cut the bit about not wanting them to be sexually active? So it's just like they don't want them to have it because they don't believe the vaccine is necessary unless you are sexually active.
They don't want them to have it because they don't believe the vaccine is necessary unless you are sexually active.
Maybe it should be they don't believe you can get HPV. They don't believe you can get HPV unless you're sexually active.
So just new answer completely.
No, they don't want them to have it because they don't believe you can get HPV unless you're sexually active. Oh, should we just put religious reasons? Should we just cut it and put religious reasons? What would you put, Ron?
I can't say.
Yeah, you can. I think I've overthought this one now. Let's go back to the 5G.
They don't want them to have it because they don't believe you can get HPV unless you are sexually active. You happy with that?
Yeah.
I think they did bad branding with HPV because it sounds a bit like HIV, which had bad press.
Yeah. They're making hella strides with HIV, though. It's incredible.
Laura, we're on to question 3.
Ooh, how many questions are there?
Quite a lot.
Oh, God.
7 questions.
Oh, that's fine.
We're only on the... How long have we been recording?
30 minutes.
Okay, this might be a 2-episode thing.
That's about right, isn't it? We're about halfway? No, we've only done 2.
Yeah, we've done 2 out of 7.
Okay, let's go.
Photosynthesis produces oxygen.
I don't understand people who are like, podcasts need to be 45 minutes long. It's never even occurred to me to see how long an episode is. Because if I don't want to listen to it all in one go, I just turn it off and listen to it later.
Yeah.
I don't really understand that whole bit about, like, the length
It's
mattering.
just free content.
Yeah, if it's 3 hours long, it doesn't mean I'm like, oh, here we go, this is the next 3 hours of my life. You can press pause.
Complete the word equation for photosynthesis.
Oh, Christ. Okay, so I've got blank plus blank, arrow forwards, blank plus oxygen. So it definitely results in glucose and oxygen. So the third blank is glucose. And then the 2 things that go into it are carbon dioxide and water. It equals / arrow, glucose and oxygen.
Final answer?
Yes.
Explain how oxygen is used in cells.
Now you're giving me a guilty look here because you know I don't know.
No, I'm looking at you like that because you looked at me in sheer panic.
How oxygen is used in cells?
Yeah.
It's not. What? Oxygen in cells?
I'm going to get some water while you do this. Maybe a snack.
I've got pistachios if you want something noisy. I've got olives, actually. Explain how oxygen is used in cells. Is it used in cells? They respire it out. Well, it doesn't... I'm assuming we're talking about plants, though. Photosynthesis produces oxygen. Explain how oxygen is used in cells. I don't think oxygen's ever come up in a cell.
That's a massive wad of pistache.
Yeah, well, I was in the World Foods aisle, and it's way cheaper to buy pistachios from there. That bag was £7.50. I thought that was quite reasonable for that many pistache.
It is quite good.
Explain how oxygen is used in cells. Ron, does it specifically mean plant cells?
You have the same question I have.
I can't believe you're actually going to sit here and eat noisy ass pistachios.
It's an exam. I'm going to put you off.
Why are you gnawing the bag?
Go get the bag open. Hang on. I'm not going to be rustling the bag the whole time. Don't worry. I'm making a mess of it here.
I just cleaned my entire house today, and you're just pouring pistachios onto my newly wiped table.
The problem is the dust coming off them.
I don't even know where to start with this one, Ron. Explain how oxygen is used in cells.
What about oxygen is used in cells?
Is it? I thought it was like a byproduct. I thought they got rid of it. They respire it out.
You can skip it. It'll be more fun for the podcast if you said something then.
Yeah, I'm trying, Ron. I'm not being grudging. Okay, so in my revision this afternoon when I was bite-sizing, in the ribosomes, they make amino acids. So let's say it is used with nutrients from the soil to make amino acid proteins. That's my answer, because I really don't know this one, and I feel quite sad to have just come across a black hole.
Final answer?
Would you like a pistachio? Yes.
Okay.
Mackie, come on now. What's this? What's this, baby Mackie?
A student investigated the effect of light from different coloured light bulbs on photosynthesis. The student used pondweed in a beaker of water, used different coloured light bulbs in a lamp, counted the number of bubbles of oxygen the pondweed produced in 2 minutes for each colour of light bulb. 3.3. Give one hazard the student would need to consider when using the apparatus in this investigation. Give the risk the hazard would cause.
Okay, so hazard, the light bulb would get hot during the experiment.
Okay, final answer?
Yes, and risk, the student might get burned.
Anything else you want to add?
No, because there's only 2 marks there, so I reckon just hot and burn are the words that people are looking for. It's hot and it's burn, it's 1 and it's 2. You got the full marks. Yes, the dog barks.
The student needed to keep the temperature of the water in the beaker the same throughout the investigation. Describe how the student could keep the temperature of the water the same throughout the investigation.
Could put the water in a bain-marie. Could insulate the beaker, Ron. Insulate the beaker, Ron.
Yeah?
Yeah. What I would choose to do is do a double glass beaker, like those Bodum coffee mugs that were just double glass, because then you could really see bubbles, but also insulated. I'd use a vacuum glass. If they're coming to me for suggestions, which I assume they're not.
The beaker of water contained pondweed. Explain why the temperature of the water in the beaker needed to be kept the same throughout the investigation. I love pistachio.
Yeah, they're really good.
You want some?
Fudco. Why did it need to be the same? Because the temperature affects the energy available and affects the rate of respiration and of chemical reaction in the water.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Happy with that?
No.
Table 3 shows the results.
Okay, so on the left we've got colour of light bulb, blue, green, red, yellow, going down. On table 3, on the right hand side, still same table, we've got number of bubbles of oxygen produced in 2 minutes. Whoa! Blue, 46. Green, 8. Green shit, isn't it? Red, 38. Yellow, 29. I feel like I'm playing American football. Blue, 46. You know when they call the plays.
Oh. I thought you meant me. It's more like a tombola, really.
Bingo!
Which colour of light caused the highest rate of photosynthesis in pondweed?
Green, blue.
Final answer?
Blue. Green, blue.
What is the best way to display the data in Table 3?
So the options are bar graph, line graph, and scatter graph. I think I would go bar graph, Ron.
Final answer?
Yes.
The student wanted to measure the volume of oxygen produced in 2 minutes. Name one piece of apparatus the student could use to measure the volume of oxygen.
A balloon.
Final answer?
Yeah. You could, couldn't you? Ron? Ron! Could you use a balloon? What is a piece of apparatus you could use? I don't know any apparatuses.
Might be balloon.
It's not a fucking balloon, is it? What would you say? My answer's locked now. Submitted. What would you say?
That is locked.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what I'd say because that will happen in the answers episode. But once the oxygen was in the balloon,
Yeah.
what then?
You measure how
That's my
big it
question to you.
was.
And then what?
Or you could squeeze it into something
Calculate.
else.
Then would that
But
not
what
be?
was the name of an apparatus?
Then
Syringe?
if you had to
A
squeeze,
syringe. Put syringe.
too late.
Can.
No, you locked in. I said you weren't getting any more help.
What would you say?
Yeah, I just said syringe.
Oh, I didn't think that would fit over the top of a beaker. Like a really big syringe.
Use other bits of apparatus to catch the gas.
Yeah, a balloon!
Yeah, but that won't measure it.
Could if you had sizes on the balloon. Like if you knew that the clown face you'd drawn on the balloon was a certain size, depending on how full it was, then you could measure it.
But what if it wasn't that size after 2 minutes?
No, but you'd have loads of different sizes. So you'd draw the clown face on and then you'd measure the size of the clown at different puff outs, inflation levels.
3.9. Another student investigated the intense.
Oh shit, they haven't used a bar chart.
Light intensity and the rate of photosynthesis. What do we got?
Okay, so figure 1 shows the results. On the y-axis, it goes from 0 to 20, and it is the rate of photosynthesis in arbitrary units. And across the x-axis, it goes from 0 to 5, light intensity in thousands of lux.
Describe what figure 1 shows about the relationship between light intensity and the rate of photosynthesis.
As the light intensity rises, so the rate of photosynthesis increases at a steady rate.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Happy with that?
I think so. It's got like a straight line up the bar chart.
Up the bar chart.
No, line graph, was it called? Oh, I don't know.
Moving on to question 4 now, Laura.
That felt like a weird little question.
Malaria
Ooh.
is caused by a protist. Interesting doing the outros for this one, Laura, because usually we're like, oh, wow, what did you think of that? It was cool and stuff. But A, we haven't listened to it, so we don't know. We also don't know where exactly the cut is. And also, we don't want to do spoiler whips or anything. And we haven't marked it yet. So we are in the dark as we've ever been.
Yeah. Well, let's just talk about other stuff. The episode's happened. You heard it. Talk about it amongst yourselves. Don't bother us. We don't care.
Go on the Discord. No, chat about it publicly. We need listeners.
I bought Chada the podcast.
Does she like her ukulele?
Yeah, she loves it. But you made a fucking error in just... All she wants to do is tune it.
Oh, she's fucking
You should have
thick.
tuned it in another room, because all she wants to do is sit there twisting those little white knobs.
I told her not to.
Yeah, but
Have you
she
told her not
doesn't-
to? No, you don't discipline her.
I do discipline her.
No, you don't.
In what world do I not discipline her?
She runs fucking feral like a tiny shitty Hitler round the house, shitting in the garden, pissing in her bed, getting out, punching you in the mouth. You do nothing. You enable it.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
What
Lay
do you
down the
do?
fucking law.
You do. And she goes, okay, and then does it again.
That's
You can't discipline a 2-year-old. There's no discipline.
lock her up.
You can't.
You can. Just put her on the naughty step.
She doesn't stay there.
She would if I did it, probably.
Yeah, then she'd hate you, and I don't like it when people hate me.
Yeah, I'm okay with being hated.
Okay, well, you come and stay and discipline her then.
No, she's nice when she's around me. She's not an infested tyrant when she's not hanging out with you.
Listen, I like her.
Yeah, I like her too.
I went to a wedding this weekend, Ron.
Yes, and your child shat in a marquee. Point
Oh my
proven.
God, she did. Oh God. it was a really tough afternoon because I was at the in-laws, so it was a family wedding, and I was at the in-laws on Friday without Tom, and so it's already like in-laws once removed. It's not Tom's immediate family. It's like cousins, you know. So you're already sort of, they're super lovely, and I know them really well. But you are, you know, you're a once removed. And then when your child pulls down their pants and poops in the middle of the wedding, whoo! She's got to stop doing that, man.
Yeah.
I bought her own little toilet seat to kind of like be, hey, why don't you emulate something other than Mackie? But
those are fun. It's like pissing on hard mode.
Did she leave them down?
No, but that would have been funny. I was just making it silly.
Oh, well, they'll still be here when you're back next week.
I like to sit when I wee.
Listen, guys, you don't sit down to pee.
Often.
You sit down where?
Why not?
I don't know. There's something really, like, creepy about that.
I think you're being weird.
Maybe. I don't know. I just assumed men just stood.
Sometimes I do, but sometimes, like, I don't know, there's no benefit to standing. It's not quicker. The piss comes out the same, but you get to have a nice sit, get to play on your phone better.
Do you think it does come out the same?
Yep.
Okay. Buy tickets for Cheerful Iffle, guys. I've just emailed the guy that runs it to ask for a ticket update. We haven't asked for one so far. We might not have sold any, but I'm going to find out this week.
Did we ever sign that agreement?
I don't know. You were supposed to do that.
Maybe I did.
We're definitely doing it because he keeps tweeting about it. So we're definitely doing it, and you guys need to buy your tickets, all right? It's the most fun day ever. It's in November 7th, I think, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, come see us.
October.
There's other people on that are really good as well. I'm going to go see Pappy's, I think, afterwards. So you could buy.
Obsessed with Pappy's.
I like Pappy's. Yeah, so
it's
you could.
October. It's not November. It's the 20th of October.
Yeah, you could come to that. I won't sit with you, but you could be there as well.
Yeah. He will sit with you. He'll sit on your lap.
I won't.
He'll kiss you on the earlobes. If you buy 10 tickets to see our show, Ron will kiss you on the earlobe.
Yeah, I actually will.
Yeah. Anyway, so get tickets to that, and we'll be able to see who's coming. Well, we won't know who you are, but we'll know how many people, and the number of people are coming really determines how much effort we're going to put into the song that we're writing for it.
Yeah, have you written that yet?
No, you're writing it.
No, you said you were writing it.
No, you said you were writing it.
You said you were going to write the lyrics.
You're the musical one.
You said you were going to write the lyrics. I don't know why we're doing the song.
Until I have a tune.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. I don't know how many beats there are.
4.
Hello, science. It's science time. You don't want me to write the lyrics, Ron. I haven't got time to write the song. I'm writing a tour show.
I don't want to write any of it. I don't know why you've promised the song.
Don't do the podcast then. You have to. It's a lure for people. My leg really itches. Are we doing a register?
No, I had to write some fucking creative writing exercise.
Okay, so there's no register because Ron was too busy writing the Patreon content. So that's really, really good as a motivation for you to join the Patreon, because that is where we put our effort in. So £3 a month, join the Patreon. Come on, lads, come on. Should we leave them alone now, Ron?
Yeah, we'll see you next week. I'm not going to say what I usually say because next week it's the continuation.
Pencils down. You could say that.
No, because it's not. That would
Middle of the exam, isn't it?
Yeah, pencil's still very much up.
Did they ever give you a time? You're halfway through?
No, they don't say anything.
Nothing.
No. So let's end. We'll end this episode on just silence from us.
No,
examiners.
you know I hate silence.
Shh.